Well, it's Friday the 14th, but it should be Friday the 13th. Rest in pepperonis. Mark my words. Twitch.tv is about to change in an extraordinarily negative way. Now, don't forget to catch us later right here on this channel, The Incredible Salt Mine, episode 10, I believe, at 6 p.m. Central. But before we get into that, that's right, Twitch has hired its first ever head of diversity and inclusion. That's right. Twitch got woke. Super woke. Game streaming, well, you wouldn't call it game streaming based on, it should be game streaming and tit painting. These are the two premium offerings on Twitch right now. Has appointed Katrina Jones as its head of diversity and inclusion. Jones is signing with the company from Vimeo. We all know the juggernaut that Vimeo is, where she had a similar role and helped create a diversity strategy to help disrupt bias and foster more inclusive workspace. And as you've seen, Vimeo is storming the market. It's basically the next YouTube. She had spent a decade working in human resources with a focus on diversity and inclusion. She also serves as an adjunct professor, obviously, at NYU Wagner Graduate School of Public Service, where she teaches, quote, leading talent development. Her appointment comes not long after Riot Games was forced to look at its own company culture through hit pieces by Kotaku, Polygon, and fake games journos. After employees past and present complained about workplace harassment. Now, by the way, I have former employees from Riot reaching out to me wanting to do interviews. If that's something you want to see, click the like button on this video and I'll do it. Got to figure out how to do an anonymous voice changer for them, but I have verified their employment and I'm sure it will be pretty spicy. Not content with making just one hire, no, not just one, Twitch has also brought in Michelle Weaver as Chief Financial Officer. Who cares? Fine. If she's qualified, great. And Sadara Shana Rangashari as Chief Human Resources Officer. So they're doing nothing but hiring women at the top. I assume they're all qualified because that is the only factor that should go into whether or not you hire somebody, especially at the C level. If these are diversity and inclusion hires, which I suspect they are, you don't just hire a female chief of diversity and inclusion, then hire two C-level women in the same sweep. Sorry, not buying it as a coincidence. I'm thrilled to welcome... Rangashari, meanwhile, has spent 20 years working HR within tech industry and retail sectors. Most recently, she was a VP of Human Resources at Gap. I'm thrilled to welcome these new executives to Twitch, said Twitch COO Sarah Clements. So your COO is a woman. Your chief finance officer is a woman. Your HR resource officer is a woman. Your chief of diversity and inclusion is a woman. Where are all the men? This sounds like Twitch has a sexism problem to me. Hopefully, that's something that this new chief of diversity and inclusion is going to handle right away on day one. You can see lots of articles. Twitch hires former Vimeo exec Katrina Jones as first head of diversity and inclusion. Praise it. Nothing is going to help Twitch grow faster than focusing on a proven waste of time like diversity quotas and affirmative action type behavior. Streaming giant Twitch has onboarded Katrina Jones as its first ever head of diversity and inclusion. And it's also named a new chief financial officer and chief of human resources, all women, by the way. It sounds like Twitch got tipped off to maybe some more hit pieces coming out. Maybe. This is the behavior of somebody with a knee-jerk reaction. Now, it is possible that all three of these women were the best for the job. It is also possible that they were hired to head off some sort of incoming hit piece about how the gaming website Twitch is not inclusive. You ask yourself which one is more likely. Twitch has noticeably been ramping up its inclusiveness, as if to say they weren't inclusive before. I'm sorry, call me simple-minded, but whether or not an employee gets hired is as simple as one factor. Are they the best person for the job? None of that has to do with the color of their skin or what's in their pants. Why is this concept so hard to understand? Last year, designated May 26th as the site-wide holiday as Twitch Unity, dedicated to embracing diversity in gaming. Hello, gaming has always been diverse, you idiots. And it recently announced a slate of 2018 TwitchCon programming, which includes numerous diverse panels, including how to grow and navigate as a Twitch streamer of color. Oh my God, it's totally different when you're black. It's totally different. Playing Madden, playing Call of Duty, totally different when you're black. Just so you know. Just so you know. It's dangerous to go alone. Mental health and streaming. That's probably a good topic. I'll give them that. Rolling over your obstacles. Streaming with disabilities. Fine. That's fine. And woman in gaming. How to break the cycle of underrepresentation. Oh my God. Okay. To use the word underrepresented, okay, that makes an assumption. And that assumption is there is a correct number of women in gaming. I ask you, what is that number? To me, it's the natural number of women that are interested in the game, right? But it would appear that the heads of diversity and inclusion and the thought police think there's some number. And if you ask them what that is, they'll just say more. More. Well, how many is the correct number, Katrina Jones? Oh, and by the way, I can take one look at her Twitter. You don't even have to scroll down. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you've got your pronouns in your Twitter profile. Check. You use a lot of emojis. Check. You've got a panel of all women. Check. Let's see. Oh, gender norms, this is 4 hours ago, are remarkably similar across the globe. Whether you're in Hanoi or Shanghai or Baltimore, you understand the script. You get the message of a girl vulnerability and girl weakness and boy strength and boy independence, says Robert Blum, lead researcher, provides no link. Many ways to be a girl, but only one to be a boy. Even as girls, options have opened up. Boys' lives are still constricted by traditional gender norms. I'm sure that this person's focus is going to be strongly on making the platform better. I'm wondering if she'll help me break into my new twitch.tv/thequartering for my new body painting channel. If you're not already following there, you can expect loads of me body painting, and you better not have a problem with it, you sexists. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again real soon. Hey, I saved a little bit at the end of this video. I want to extend a massive thank you to everyone out there who continues to like the videos and leave their comments, as well as sharing them out on Twitter and Facebook. The channel growth has been freaking unbelievable. Later this month, I'll be speaking at MythCon in Milwaukee. If you want to come hang out with a lot bigger names than me, like Shuan Head, Armored Skeptic, Chris Raygun, some black guy, Blair White, and maybe casually say hi to me. I'll be speaking there in just a week or so. So if you're planning on coming, I'd love to meet you. And a lot of people have been asking, how can I support the channel? I will try to keep these shill commercials to a minimum. There's two amazing ways that are both very helpful. The first is heading over to thequartering.com and signing up with the mailing list for sure. But I have my own version of Patreon where you can sign up. You can donate monthly. You can donate once, a one-time amount, whatever you feel comfortable with. You can even pick your own amount, and then that renews monthly. I want to spend October and November building out features on this website. So if there's stuff you want to see, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. Also, if you don't want to just give money and you want to get something, I've got a bunch of t-shirts. I'm working on a couple new designs right now featuring the beautiful, this is the bestseller, the Get Woke Go Broke version. We've got a likeness of somebody who got woke and went broke. We've got another one. We've got all I got from Gen Con 2018 was a punch in the head. We've got the quartering logo. We've got do it as I say, not as I do. And we've got the Get Woke, Go Broke poster, which I have right here. I'm going to put it on the set. Any of these ways help the channel immensely. None of them are required. I only want you to know that I'm thankful for you to come back every day, and I'm thankful for you sharing the videos, and I'm thankful for you attending the live streams. And this has been an amazing, amazing summer, and it wouldn't have been anything like this without each and every one of you. I look forward to talking to you again very soon.